Yeah. Right. She know the Shay Sue. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skit, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone. Like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she co-hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
wire. She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
What's going on? What's popping, y'all? It's Country Wayne Skits Reaction Time with Shay Shay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in a replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy and blessed Wednesday. It is April Fool's Day, y'all. Yeah, did anybody play any tricks on you? All right. Anyway, let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen. Guys, if you enjoyed this content today, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, and leave a comment. Also, hype this video up. If you want to show additional support for the channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation, $.Shays2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you guys. Thanks. All righty. So they got a lot of good skits today. We're going to start off with Amber and Anthony once again, tripping out again, like always. It's the same stuff every single day. So go get you something to eat, something to drink, relax and see. If you are at work, continue to do your job, but watch, listen to me on the download, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Wow.
I'll see you later.
Where are you going dressed like that?
Out.
I am going out to treat myself, Anthony. Is that a problem?
No. Went and worked out this morning. I dressed like that. Had to go out and treat yourself.
You think this is a game, huh? You still don't take me seriously, Anthony. Please don't question me, okay? The question of the day is, why haven't you signed the paperwork? Huh? You have 30 days, and those 30 days are running out, Anthony. I need you to stop playing with me and sign the damn papers.
I'm not playing with you.
Oh, you are?
I'm not. And I'm not signing no papers.
Anthony, sign the papers. Why do you even want this? Huh? What is it? You know what it is? It's control. You just want to control everything. You don't want me for real, Aunt. You don't.
When I got married to you, I said I do. To the end.
And it's a whole lot of other things you did. Now, wasn't it?
See, why you always got to bring up that stuff? I thought we would move past that, but you keep throwing it back up in my face.
Anthony, because you keep acting like it didn't happen. That's why. You keep acting like I'm just supposed to sweep it under the rug. You keep acting like you don't still constantly disrespect me. You keep acting like I'm Boo Boo the Fool, Anthony. Sign the papers.
I'm not signing no damn papers.
Yes, you are. You're going to sign the papers. Yes,
okay.
You are.
Yeah, I'll sign them. Yeah. I'll sign them if I get 100% of everything that I worked.
Oops. Hold on. Let's start it back. Sorry, y'all. Damn thing be acting stupid. Oh, wait.
What are you even talking about?
What am I talking about? You know what? Ugh. Just sign the paperwork, Anthony, and let me go. Damn. Okay.
Signing no damn papers.
Yes, you are. You're going to sign the papers. Yes,
okay.
You are.
Yeah, I'll sign them. Yeah. I'll sign them if I get 100% of everything that I worked hard for. I worked hard.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
You think I'm Boo Boo the Fool, Anthony? No, I'm not doing that. Please.
Well, I guess those papers won't be signed. I don't care about no 30 days.
Oh, so this is all about your money. So
it ain't about the money. It ain't about the money.
It is always all about your money, Aunt. This is why I freaking filed the doggone paperwork. You don't really want me. Like I just said, you know what? I'm too low for you, right? I'm not good enough for you, huh? My hair is not long enough for you, huh? I'm not sexy enough for you,
What
Aunt.
are you even talking about?
What am I talking about? You know what? Ugh. Just sign the paperwork, Anthony, and let me.
The thing is, Anthony is not signing that paperwork, all right? Because he don't want that 100%. He don't want her to get any of that money. He wants her to basically get nothing. But Anthony, let me tell you something, hon. When you chose to go out here and commit adultery, and on top of that, you got a baby with the woman, you really signed away your money yourself. All right? You do stupid actions, you get actions coming back to you that you probably won't like, point blank. Hey, Money Law, thank you so much for being here. Of course he is. When he sees Dave, that's when he's going to think that Amber is filing that divorce because of Dave. Just watch. Wait until he sees Dave. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I hope that, because he likes to be tripping out about this money, I hope that person Ben was talking to on that phone, I hope they do make it where he actually scams and takes some, if not all, of this dude's money. I really do, because he needs to be humbled for real. I mean, all he thinks about is money. Okay, money. She only asked for 50%. And dealing with his bull crap, with the cheating, everything that it entailed, with the baby outside of the marriage, with everything he was doing with Shayla right there, and his wife was right there. The lying, hiding money, not supporting her, standing up at Rose's wedding, confessing his love for her. Okay. everything he did supersedes anything Amber could have done. Because the only thing that I recall Amber doing is the fact that she was playing around with Wayne before she got married up until the wedding date. But after she got married, she didn't play around anymore. Okay, even when they were separated, she did not play around, period. But this dude right here, he had Shayla up in the bedroom, up in the daggone vacation home, in the hotel, in the closet, the time they went to that party. I mean, just everywhere. Then he was staying over there, sleeping in the bed with her like he's her husband, dogging Amber out, made Amber lose custody. Well, she was trying to get custody of baby David then. They made Amber lose that ability at that time. Because when Shayla, mom, called the police and filed charges and had Amber picked up, the people at DFACS found out about it. Department of Family and Children Services. They found out about it, and then they came and took baby David away. Okay, and he might have played a role in her miscarriage too. So he has done a lot of stuff for all of y'all who always keep on bringing up the fact that Amber cheated before marriage. Okay, at least she didn't cheat while they were married. Okay, because cheating before the marriage is not adultery. Okay, you just cheated. But cheating in the marriage is called adultery. All right, point blank. Even though she should have been cheating. That's why I don't believe in, dating people dating their business partners or partner, ex-women, or if it's a female, ex-men. I don't believe in that. Because why would you want somebody who has been with your potential wife or whatever the case is, or husband? I hope he does lose it. Michelle, thank you so much for being here. I hope he loses all of it and it humbles his ass down. And even if it means that Amber is not going to get what she's asking for because he's going to lose that money, I hope he does, because he is so money hungry. He thinks he's all that. He doesn't realize, just like you got it, sometimes you lose it quickly. Okay, he didn't get his money quickly, but he can lose it quickly. Period. You think he can't be touched, and then he's making this demand to Amber: either you stay married, or if you get divorced, you're not getting what you're asking for. You're not getting anything. Basically, I don't think he wants to give her anything. I really don't think he wants to get this woman any amount of money. Okay. Now let's go ahead and see what I got next. So let me go to let me look and see what I got on here first. If I think that person Ben was talking to on the phone, because we don't know who that person is. He may be the one that will take that money, and Ben could be, a part of it. I don't know for sure. He might not be, but I hope they get his money, because he think he's all that. Humble his butt down. You know what I'm saying? Then he's going to be like looking for Amber to help him. And then guess who's going to turn their back on him too? Shayla. Just watch, because she likes money. See, when her mother was talking about Amber, her mama was really talking about her own daughter. Okay, Shayla. And she learned that from her mama. All right. So if he loses his money, you're going to see Shayla's true colors come out. Because she does not even have a job. And when Iman dumps her ass, it's going to be over. She was just telling somebody, Delissia, that she probably won't ever have to work. She's depending on this man's money, who never was her husband or anything else. Anything can happen with his money, then what? And if she depended on Iman, she really crazy, because Iman is not going to marry her. I can't wait until they reveal this other woman to both Shayla and Delissia. Okay? So anyway, let's get off the nail for a minute. I'm pretty sure they probably got another skit up. And let's go over here and tackle Jaden talking to his mom. He should have been talked to her before she even started clowning with Bethany and stuff. And he should have talked to Bethany too. He should have laid some rules down, okay, before everything started. He could have laid rules down to Bethany. He could have laid rules down to his mother. It wasn't his mom's job to do anything. He should have did it. He should have told Bethany, the rules, point blank. And as soon as him and his mom and Bethany started bickering or whatever, and his mom actually is the one that got all offended and started hollering. Then I would have escorted Bethany out, okay, and told my mom, no disrespect, but I need you to not do this, or I'm gonna have to escort you out too. Point blank. That's the way it should have been.
Common. Now we have a grandchild in common. We need to keep the family peace. We need to keep the unit strong. We can't be letting people bring the trauma and the dramatics into our lives.
That's hard to hear.
But it doesn't have to stay that way.
Yeah.
You and your dad are amazing men, and I respect you both. You are strong, amazing Black men, and I respect you both. I don't want to see a woman try to come in and tear you guys down like that. It ain't right. And it may be.
Stop this right here. First and foremost, how is Bethany tearing down Jaden? This lady is delusional. She's too dang old to be sitting up here, standing up here, talking foolishness. All right. How, somebody help me out, please, in the chat. How is Bethany tearing down Jaden? Because she talks to Jaden. Jaden is a grown man, woman. All right. He can tell Bethany whatever he needs to tell her to make her be quiet and leave him alone if he thinks she's bothering him. He does not need you to be telling her anything. He's a grown-ass man. Let this dude be a man and stay in your damn lane. You're not a man. You his mother, but you're not a man, and he is a grown man. That'll be just like me getting into my oldest son's business, and he is a grown man. Goodness, that's weird. Certain things you will get into if they ask you to. But if they're not asking you to, or if they can't do something, then you don't get in it. Okay?
Ain't even my place. But again, as a friend, yeah, I said what I said.
All right. From here on out, though, just Mom, can you not do that? Just kind of stay in your place, Mom. It's not your place to go and do that. All right.
Okay, and you're right. Maybe it
That's
isn't.
That's it. That's all.
But let's be honest. It's probably already in play, and it didn't have nothing to do with me. Bethany put herself where she is with your dad perfectly fine on her own.
All right. So just at that point, just leave it alone. Leave it where it's at. Leave it where it's at. I don't want.
I just really want to.
Actually, she doesn't know what she's talking about. And if anybody agree with her, you don't know what you're talking about either. Because the thing is this right here. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Bethany did not get to this position in the marriage because of Bethany. Bethany got to this position in this marriage because of Larry in herself and you two, Shara and Lynette. First and foremost, you should not even be incorporated into his marriage. Okay. You only have a child, a grown-ass son by this dude. Okay. You don't have to be in his relationship, in his marriage relationship. That is separate from anything you got going on. All right. I bet you're jealous deep down inside. This woman is jealous. Okay. Because this man married this white woman and didn't have no kids with her or anything, and yet he married her. But he had a child with this lady right here, and he chose not to marry her. She's mad about that, because what grown woman thinks that this married woman who is really doing nothing is trying to tear up what they got going on? What does she got going on? What does she got going on? Because anything that she needs to do with her son, it doesn't necessarily mean that Larry has to be involved at that particular time, because this is a grown man. Is she going to get mad if Bethany invites Jaden over and his wife and baby? You going to get mad on that? Shh.
We have to be a family, Jaden. And with Bethany in it, it has been nothing but turmoil. And I know as long as he stays married to Bethany, we all have to tolerate what she brings. And I don't think that's necessary. And she is so rude and disrespectful to your dad.
Yeah, but that's also my dad's problem. That's not our place. It's not my place to say, "Oh, Dad, you need to leave your wife." That's a grown man. That is a grown man.
But he is my friend.
Listen, it's not your husband, slow ass lady. It's not your husband though. Okay, and you don't know what that marriage, what's going on in their marriage. The only thing you know is what you see, the little bit that you see, and you're being biased. Okay, in what Larry tells you. How are you sitting up here saying all this stuff when the same man just got through trying to get you in bed? You are one disgusting woman with no morals. You think you can just hit somebody. You hide behind the fact what she said directed to your culture, but she didn't really say anything that should make you go off like you did. You're hiding behind that, trying to condone what you did. You hit that woman first because she was speaking words, and that's what you did. And you deserve to be inside of that jail cell. Okay, you deserve. If you put yourself in a position to be in some nasty cell that's beneath you, if you put yourself in that position and you got there, then you did deserve to be in that cell. And it's not beneath you. Because if it was beneath you, you would have never put your hands on Bethany. Okay? As a matter of fact, once you told her off, you would have told her, I'm done with the conversation. And then if she would have kept on talking, then you would have had your son or the people who live there have her leave. But you didn't do that. So the jail cell is not beneath you, because when you act like an idiot and you do a crime, you get treated just like that.
He is still my friend, and I don't like seeing him going through the things that he's going through with his wife, a woman that's supposed to love and support.
But you don't need to worry about that. Okay, whatever he goes through with his wife, you don't need to worry about that. You need to tend to what's going on in your life. I tell you what, Lynette, go get you a man, one that wants you, and you worry about what's going on in your relationship, because Bethany's marriage and Larry's marriage doesn't have a damn thing to do with you. He does not owe you anything, okay? Not a damn thing. The son is grown, all right? He does not get child support no more or anything else. If he needs to talk to his dad, he can call him up. You are not the mediator. You are not the person in the middle to make sure they see each other. Stay your ass out of their business and go get yourself your own man, lady, all right? Bitter ass, jealous ass.
Not tear him down.
Yeah. I get it. I get where you're coming from, but like, Mom, like, you also got to know where you stand. Like, you are just his friend. You are not his wife.
I know, but we have.
Tell him, Jane. Tell your mother.
Maybe. I think I'm grown enough to hear that.
That was a conversation for Lynette and Larry.
Oh, Lynette and Larry created me, so kind of owe me something.
Okay, we just had a little conversation about what we talked about last night. And I told
that's because Jermaine, she is fake. Okay, she's sitting up here talking about her culture when the Black culture got people talking about them, that culture, all the daggone time. And a lot of us are not hitting people first because we are being called the N-word and saying that all we do is cheat and things of that nature. What she's doing is she's playing right into that stereotype, and she does not realize this. First and foremost, they always say that Black people don't know how to have a constructive debate or argument without hitting, resorting to violence. Well, she just showed us that. Then when she got put in the police car, once again, the stereotype is that Black people don't ever follow orders. They got to bring out the racist stuff, the racism, talking about you're racist because you're telling them to get out the car or give me your name. So she did that right there too. Get in the cell, she still was rude. So she want to be like she all high class and on another different level and all this and that, but she does not act like that 100%. High class people are not sitting up here hitting people first. If somebody hits you, you're going to hit them back if possible. Some of them won't even do that. They just call the police and do lawsuits.
If he would, I would drop the charges if he would divorce Bethany.
So you were serious about that?
Yeah. She was serious about putting me in jail. I know the 2 and 2 you know, it's kind of an eye for an eye kind of thing, you know, and I'm not trying to retaliate. However, at the same time, like I told your dad, we as a family, because he is married with her, we all have to deal with the repercussion of her drama.
First and foremost, you almost made me call your name. All right. First and foremost, you don't have to deal with a damn thing Bethany does. I need to be in these damn skits because y'all would be laughing for days. You don't have anything to do with Larry and Bethany's marriage, lady. Okay? Not a daggone thing. What you need to worry about is yourself. If Larry wants to stand there and let Bethany disrespect him or whatever else she does, that ain't your fucking business, excuse me, and it ain't nobody's business in the comment section. All right? Get your own relationship and direct that one over there. Don't be trying to direct this marriage because it has nothing to do with you. Okay? Dang, you try to run and control. It's my Bethany. This lady right here is trying to control everything. And I blame Larry for this because he should have put his foot down a long time ago and tell these women, you don't run my household. I run my own household. Be a daggone man. I don't know. Now, one man would let this be happening.
Her in all her actions.
Why would you go and do that? That's like now it's just like something that I completely didn't. This is exactly what I didn't want. So like now it's escalated into this. Like, man, like what are we doing here? Like, come on, mama.
Common. Now we have a grandchild in common. We need to keep the family peace. We need to keep the unit strong. We can't be letting people bring the trauma and the dramatic.
Let me stop this. Okay. Anyway, let me come back over here. Hey, Margaret, thank you so much for being here. She's definitely fake. She's definitely out of pocket. Lynette is Bethany. You know what I say? I think I said something similar to that yesterday. I said they both are controlling. Did I say that the other day? And they be tripping. But the thing about it is, she's worse because why is she incorporating herself into Larry's marriage? Bethany is not incorporating herself into anything. Okay, she's supposed to that she shouldn't be incorporating herself into. She's married to this man, so you're damn right. She wants to know where he's going, why is his exes around, and other stuff. She has every right to know this, just like she had a right to go out to Miami, and that's the reason. That's the reason why I thought, she full of crap for lying about it. I would have told him, my damn show, I definitely did go to Miami, and what you gonna do about it? I went to see where you were, what you and your ex are up to. Right, and then say she don't care about that. Why ask him to do that? That's stupid. All right. The thing is, if you read the law book, if you pick it up and read it, you would see the shit you are trying to pretend like it's not true. It's not true. There's no hate crime. Okay. We looked everything up last night. There's no hate crime. Look up the definition of that. If she is guilty of a hate crime, everybody else who ever called anybody a racist name or anything that you may think is racist, you look at it as racist, that would be a hate crime. All right? Shh. They sure don't. They don't. The law either, clearly. Jaden is the only one that has common sense. He shocked me here because he definitely has common sense, But when you go back to that fight, he did tell them, he said this, he told his mom, I don't like this conversation right here. That should have indicated to her to be quiet. But you know what? He should have been a man all the way. He should have told his mom, no disrespect, be quiet. Bethany, no disrespect to you. You got to go. Point blank. That's the end of it. You got to go. I don't care who started what. Okay, I'm not going to put my mom out, but I will put you out. So you got to go. You got to leave my house. Point blank. That's all that should have happened. And Bethany can get mad. Nobody cares. Just like his mom can get mad. Nobody cares. This is a grown man. His girlfriend is having a baby, and we're about the peace and positivity. All this other bull crap, I don't care. I wish I would go to my son's house, right, and be acting crazy. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. He first going to ask me to be quiet, okay? Then after that, he's going to escort me to the back and say, Mom, what's up with you? But he's not going to let us fight in his house or fight, period. These outside women like Shayla and Lynette really think they are family because they have a child by a man. They're not part of his family. The kids are, okay? The kids are. It's just like my oldest kid's dad. I am not a part of his family, okay? He has a wife and everything, but his kids are. I don't interfere in his marriage. I mean, he asks me questions about it, but I don't go tell nobody what he asks anyway. And I talk to him and I try to really just, stay like you should be. But I don't interfere in his marriage, just like he does not interfere in mine. All right? And he's not my family anymore because we're not together. And I'm not his family. His kids are his family. It's the same thing with her. She's heartbroken. She's mad as hell. And she's jealous. Like what? You said Bethany's father showed them. You never know who knows who. The thing about it, she talking about Bethany's dad and Bethany learn. Girl, you messing with the wrong people now. You gonna learn. Okay? You are going to learn. Because I don't think you got any lawyers or judges in your pocket or anything else. I'm not saying that they do. But more than likely, they can get some things done. All right? And they got money. We know they got money. In the real world, all of this will be taken care of. And fighting his daughter, child, if it was me, you wouldn't be standing there. Okay, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I have somebody whoop her butt since my daughter can do it. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. You're not gonna be beating up my daughter. Larry would get his too. I don't give a damn if that's my daughter's husband. You don't sit there and let some woman fight your wife. Okay, so I'm glad Newberger wouldn't be like I would be if I was in these skits, because that's exactly what I would do. They would pay the cost for doing that shit, especially Larry. On everything. He would definitely pay for what he allowed to happen. If I was in these skits, y'all would be like, woo, because if I was a writer too, man, it'd be a whole nother it would be an excellent storyline, because I'm telling you straight up what I would do. But first and foremost, Bethany would have fought her back anyway if I was writing these skits. She probably would have still lost, but she would have been fighting her back. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Now, I'll probably show Trey and Ernestine skits later on. Okay. Angelina's still acting crazy. Let's see what else we got here. We looked at that one. So let me see if they got any new skits up here with them in the first. I want to play Shayla too. I think I got them in the title. I think I do. I'm not sure. Yeah, she would have got her ass whooped. If my daughter couldn't whoop her butt, somebody else would whoop her butt. Sure would have for me. If I had all that money that was in these skits, I sure would. Get that shit. She walking around acting like she ain't did nothing. I bet you I'll show her she did something. Yeah. She boy. In the real world, I know that wouldn't fly either. I know it wouldn't. They'd be doing all that. Larry would be in trouble, especially when you're dealing with people with money. And I'm tired of her whining. I'm going to get on Bethany's ass in about one more second because I'm tired of her whining. So let's go over here. I already showed Anthony and Amber. Okay, did I? Yeah, that was the first skit that I showed. They be having so many arguments. I be forgetting which one I done showed because that's all they do is argue now. Okay, let's see this real quick. Let me go to Country Rain because I keep on clicking on the wrong stuff, on my own stuff. So let's see what else we can show. So let me tell y'all something about Trey, though, before we go over there. Trey is a dum-dum. Why would you allow Miss Johnson to take cornbread to the school inside of Ernestine's container? At least he could have wrapped it up in a Ziploc bag and took the container and, things of that nature. Now, Ernestine did not recognize that that's her cornbread. Same recipe, probably. But what she did look at is that bowl. And then in another skit, Ernestine overheard Miss Johnson talking about Trey. Okay? So Trey is stupid for messing around with a woman that works at the same place where his woman works at. And then bringing her doing cornbread. I guess it's what's the name's recipe, not his. Talking about the chicken coop like it's his and all this stuff. Telling too much information. So I don't care about when he get caught. And I hope she throws his ass out
Our
with
lives.
him.
I'm sorry to hear.
Be done with him. And we're going to watch that, and I'll do a reaction on that later on tonight. All right? And let's see what else we got here real quick. So next we got, let's see here. Pierre trying to get back with Ron. So we can go ahead and play this with Angelina them first, okay? So I can make sure I show the skits that I said I would show first. Then if I have a chance, I would show the other skit. If I can go ahead and type like I got some sense. My ass cannot type when I'm under pressure. She telling her daughter that God honors marriage, right? But at the same time, she's telling her daughter to interfere with her baby daddy's marriage. If God honors a marriage, why would you be telling her to interfere in another marriage? That's cray. But let's go ahead and watch that skit real quick. All these damn ads. Okay, let's see which one we're gonna watch. I need to watch one. I guess I can do part 1 and part 2. No, this is old right here. Can't show that. So let's go ahead and look at it up. Let's see here.
So that's exactly why he needs to have a sippy cup. No more of these bottles, Shayla.
No, he just won't let it go, and I don't want to force it on him.
Oh, he doesn't want me to put him down either. Okay, there we go, baby. But listen, also, I know you haven't talked to your father. And I'm just trying to see how that's all going to work out with him. But he needs to spend time with his grandson regardless of whatever we're dealing with.
He does, but I'm not going to force him, and it's fine, Mom. It's not a big deal.
I don't know about it being fine, but you have no idea how many times I wanted to leave your father. And I didn't because I saw you and I saw Zachary. And I was willing to make that sacrifice for family. And it's always worth it. It's always worth it in the end.
Is it? But look at how it turned out.
But I have my girls, and I have my grandson, and I have my health, and I have a future, and I'm happy. So in the end, that's something that you should probably consider. You should consider keeping your options open to rebuilding your family.
Mom, please.
Shayla, you don't understand what I'm saying right now, but you will. Iman is not husband material. Right now, he's on the road. He's too busy to be here with you. Do you think that he's being celibate and keeping himself until he sees you again?
Yes, Iman is a loyal man.
Did you ever hear about the grounds of his divorce?
Mom, okay, but that has nothing to do with me and us, is what I'm saying. So he is husband material. He's been married before. Second time is a better time.
You haven't even met his children. Are you kidding me?
But not yet, Mom.
Yet?
Everything doesn't need to happen so quickly. It's okay.
But you're laying in the bed with him.
We're just letting life unfold.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like what you don't get is that God has worked this out in your favor for you to have your family back. See, Anthony may not have been as loyal as he could have been, but he has a son and he's committed to his son.
And he's committed to himself, Mom. And I'm happy with Iman. I have a future with Iman, and I feel confident about our relationship. You don't always have to make assumptions because he smokes, he was in the NBA. You haven't even got a chance to know him as a person, Mom.
Never gonna marry you, Shayla. Just hear what I'm saying. I know that sounds harsh. I love you, but Anthony is a better choice, not just for you. You've got to stop thinking about yourself, and you've got to start thinking about Kai. It's not about Anthony, and it's really not even about you anymore. When you have a child, you've got to look at the trajectory of their life. And Kai has the opportunity now, maybe not this very day, but in the near future, to have mommy and daddy under the same roof.
Okay, Mom. Well, thanks for that talk, but
This is
Wanna get
a
down?
roof that Iman pays for. So.
Oh, well, I guess not. Well, guess
Bye,
what?
my sweetie pie.
Anthony is not hurting for
Bye,
money.
mommy's baby.
Kiss you, little baby. Yeah, and give me the bag, and I shall see you. Yeah, please do, because apparently.
Okay, no more, please.
So that's exactly why he needs to have a sippy cup.
Once
No more
again,
his bottle shit.
Angelina Rooster ass is delusional, okay? And we just thought she changed, huh? We thought she changed. You shouldn't be telling your daughter to be trying to snag a man that's still married, okay? He is heading toward a divorce. However, he's not divorced yet, okay? Secondly, how does she know Anthony will marry her? And even if he did, just like he cheated on Amber, he will cheat on her. None of these people know about Delissia yet. So that just shows how Anthony truly is in the first place. He hit on her, okay, even though he's married and he still be talking to this girl, he's trying to. He still wasn't satisfied and he was trying to talk to Delissia, over complimenting her and stuff like that, doing the most. That's how he got the perfume on him. So for her to sit up and be feeding all this nonsense into her daughter's mind is just mind-boggling. Also, she talks like she knows Iman personally. Just because his other marriage didn't work out and he cheated, it doesn't necessarily mean that another marriage won't work out or that he'll cheat once he gets married. Okay? Now, he probably will, but we don't know because we don't know him. But the thing is, she need to stop telling her daughter all this negative stuff. Yeah, be concerned about certain things and stuff. But again, remember this. And this girl right here, Shayla, is grown. Okay, she's grown. She knows what she wants to do. And under no circumstances should her mother be trying to direct her towards this man who is still legally married. And he's also, dealing with some issues. She would just be a rebound. And once he comes to his senses, he'll dump her again. So if Iman stuff doesn't work out, Shayla needs to get herself together and find her someone for real that is made for her. What's up, Black Ronnie? Thank you so much for being here. Iman is a little player, okay? That's right. So I don't know why. What is she talking about? What she needs to worry about is her marriage. All these people worried about everybody else's marriage. Either they don't have a marriage or either they got one and their shit is not going good. Worry about your own business. This is this girl's business. Right, that's what I just said. And plus, she would even be interfering, trying to get her daughter to interfere in that marriage. Also, she's the one who told Anthony that foolishness. So she's going to pay for that. They sure do. That's all. While she's concentrating on men, and I'm talking about Shayla, she needs to concentrate on, being a mom full time. She doesn't work. So let's go to this other skit where she tells Delissia, hold on. Oh my God, it'll be switching. Hold on. Shayla tells Delissia why she would never have to work, I guess. Let's see. While I do my eyebrows. Have to do what? Let's see what she said.
How am I gonna survive?
How are you gonna survive? Yes.
I'm gonna survive off this. Yes, ma'am.
I know you like. Wait, what? So what, you gonna sell it? You're
No.
gonna bottle it up and
I
sell it?
don't
What you-
need
how you
to
gonna do
sell
this?
it, Delissia. I got a rich baby daddy. I got a rich boyfriend. Like I'm good. I'm kept. I'm settled. I can focus on living life, taking care of my son, doing projects with you,
Shayla,
like the
you cannot be
podcast.
serious right now. So you think that this yes ma'am is gonna be your life savings? What about when you get
old and wrinkled and washed up, then what?
It'll
And
still
dried
be-
up.
It'll
When
still
you
be
dry
working
up,
just
babe.
fine. It'll be like a vintage bag. You know how valuable vintage bags are.
Shayla. For real. So you got a vintage Chanel down there.
A Birkin.
Shayla, I promise you, you need to get snap out of that because that's not gonna be.
Well, let's hope when she get washed up, dried up, and used up, she also have a man around the same age, and he'll be washed up, dried up, and used up too, and they will be that together. Because once you get a certain age, you shouldn't still be out here anyway, pouring around, all right, and doing the most. Point blank.
Y'all forever.
I mean, it's not, but it's working now, and it works just well. I'm good.
If you say
I don't
so.
have to be all high strung. Neither do you.
Oh, and I'm not.
How am I gonna survive?
How are you gonna survive? Yes.
I'm gonna survive off this. Yes, ma'am.
I know.
Okay, so it's stop.
Wait,
Let me go here. So this is one. Okay, so they didn't play the whole thing, and we're not going to play the whole thing either. So the thing is, I don't know why she thinks her yes ma'am is so much better than other women. Yes, ma'am. And clearly, it ain't all that. Because if it was all that, Anthony would have never went back to his wife. That's the first thing. Okay. And Iman would dump the other chick, and he wouldn't be seeing this chick. So, yes, ma'am. She's not the only one that has some good yes, ma'am. Many women do. All right. Many. Now let me see what y'all saying about this. If all it took was good yes, ma'am, it would be so many happy marriages, happy relationships. Nobody would cheat. So having a successful relationship takes more than having some good bedroom action, okay? It takes a lot of things. Because once that bedroom action is over, if everything else ain't in sync, what do you have? So see, the real package is this right here. When you can find a fine ass wife or husband who got a good career. He does not have to be necessarily rich. He has a good career. She has a decent career or good career or whatever. You know, they are respectful, monogamous, loving, dedicated. They take care of things like they're supposed to, you know, responsible. Their credit look okay, or either it's good. They love God, you know, and they don't be doing criminal activity. What else? Nice body, workout, and can put it down in the bedroom, man or woman, but got everything else to go with it. Okay, the other qualities. That's when you got a real good person. And I know it sounds like the perfect person I'm describing, but it's not. This is what we should be. Okay, this is what we all should be. So all that, my kitty cat is better than hers, I'm gonna keep this man with that. You are delusional. Because most women, if they take care of that area right there, and they know how to do stuff in a place where they need to do it, he's going to be satisfied by that anyway. All right. Whether you are 20, 30, 40, 50, it's all about taking care of that area. Okay. So and nothing women need to stop saying. Y'all, this is why they be calling you this. Stop saying just because when you get older, you will be dried up, old and all this other stuff. The only time you're going to be like that is when you allow yourself to be dried up, used up, played out, sagging all over the place, loose as an ocean that the water come through, I don't know, and all that. That's the only time that's going to happen like that, okay? And then when you start getting older, you would think you would try to date a dude that's somewhere, he may not be exactly your age if you don't like older guys, but around your age. So he can be aging as well, and everything y'all will sync together, okay? Versus trying to date somebody 20 and your ass is 50 or you're 40 something, okay? So this lady is delusional too, because she just doesn't know. Iman is also playing her, okay? Because she probably think her stuff is all that too. Even though Delissia is something else, she gave some good advice. A pretty face eventually in the JJ eventually changes and will eventually be an adult. Delissia can't tell nobody shit when she believes the same exact thing that Shayla does. somewhat. The only difference, she does believe in working, which is a good thing. But she also believes her yes ma'am can keep a dude. Okay? So she's no different than Shayla to me. Because what real woman is going to be sitting here or standing here dating your man and you're supposed to be her friend? And you think you have good self-esteem and you place high worth on yourself. You couldn't, because there's no way you'll be sharing a man and stabbing your friend in the back like this. So what Delissia say don't mean crap to me, because she is just as worse as Shayla, period. Oh yeah, Kai will, he sure will be. And she won't be getting anything. But if she's smart, she would be saving some of that money and putting it into different things to make more off of it. And she would start off a business and just be doing some stuff. Well, yeah, after 30 days, and thank you, Sharon, for being here. After 30 days, the judge will give her that divorce. But in 30 days, y'all, if Anthony was smart and played his cards right, he could get his wife back, but he's too slow. Okay, he's too slow. That's why he, is doing what he's doing. Yeah, sometimes you can get women back. Yeah, you sure can. A lot of men go through this right here and they end up getting back together because they do the right things. Okay? He's doing stuff where he's trying to make Amber feel bad, and all he's doing is making her mad, even more mad. But Delissia ain't too different than Shayla. She just have a career. And Shayla, but is delusional, especially thinking that kitty cat is the only thing it takes. Most women, kitty cat is pretty good, especially when they get to a new man. When they get a new man, I'm pretty sure a lot of these men are telling these women the same thing. Oh, good. All the stuff they say. They probably say that to every woman. Just like women do the same thing. Okay, they get with a new man and it's a different feeling, and you're going to say some of the same stuff. The difference is when you find someone and you guys connect, okay, and you're being honest with each other, dedicated, faithful and things like that. That's where the difference come in at. Because honestly, there are so many men who can put it down, just like it is women. Okay? They got some yes, sir. Okay? And some women got some yes, ma'am. But you can't just be using that to keep a man or a woman. It's like you just can't use your money to keep a woman. She'll take your money and still be doing whatever. Now, let's go over here to Bethany again. This is where Bethany's mom is trying to comfort her. And I don't want to hear all this damn whining. If Bethany starts this little whining, I'm going to have to fast forward. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay? I really, truly don't, because I'm like, girl, stop this whining and start standing up for yourself. And she better not attack her mom, because if she does, I'm going to have to say something about it. Then I'm not playing the rest of the skit. That's disrespectful. Okay? Don't do that. Because your mom is not, doing things that you ask her to do that she think is not right or whatever. Don't do that. And she does not have to take your side if she does not believe certain things. I mean, you shouldn't be forcing your parents to take your side if they don't want to take your side. All right? If they want to take your side, let them. If they don't get mad at them, because they may have their reason why they are not taking your side. Some parents like me, unless I know for sure, I don't take nobody's side. Okay? I have to know for sure what happens before I start taking people's side. But I tell you what, though, I'm not going to condone no husband letting his girlfriend fight my daughter. I'm going to tell you that straight up. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what she did, unless she put her hands on the girl and the girl was defending herself. Point blank. Now, let's go and watch this real quick.
I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. Take her butt to jail. Keep her in there. I mean, honestly. And in the beginning, I was thinking that. But with the way that everything else has been going on, I don't think you and Dad understand. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, what's going to happen when he comes home? I really don't know.
Is there any chance for marriage counseling?
Marriage counseling.
Somebody who's not involved, listening to both sides and helping sort it out.
At this point, I'd love for that to happen. I really would. But I mean, I've mentioned it kind of in passing just a few times, just saying maybe it would help us, because I know I'm at fault for a lot of the stuff that's gone on. I'm not the only one, but I am at fault for a lot of stuff. But I think that he would blame me for everything. Everything is so fragile right now, Mom. Like I'm I mean, this is the first time I haven't cried in about 2 hours. So I'm barely holding it together. And it's like, I mean, he goes up there. I haven't heard from him. I think he's supposed to be home sometime tonight. I'm not really sure, and so I'm just sitting here waiting on pins and needles, waiting for a big blow up when he comes home, and
I hope that doesn't happen.
Well, all I know is that, Dad doing what he did after me not really wanting this to happen, it's really caused some problems. And
you know what our position was on that? She needed to answer to the law for doing something illegal to you. That was uncalled for.
I get it. And if the circumstances were any different with me and Larry's marriage, I would have been like, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, just Larry is still up in Montana.
He's still in Montana?
Yeah. So, and the girls decided to go over to Shara's house. Well, she picked him up, whether they decided it or not. But so, yeah, Lynette, she got arrested on Sunday.
Yeah, like we
And
planned.
he went up there Monday to go bail her out.
He went up there.
I know. And I did try to talk him into just bailing her out from here if he really had to do it, but he didn't.
Why does he? I wonder why he feels like he has to be there in person for this.
I don't know.
For this to happen.
I don't know. I'm annoyed by the whole situation, but I'm also I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. Take her butt to jail. Keep her in there. I mean, honestly. And in the beginning, I was thinking that. But with the way that everything else has been going on, I don't think you and Dad understand. And I'm sitting here and I'm going, what's going to happen when he comes home? I really don't know.
Is there any chance for marriage counseling?
Marriage counseling.
Somebody who's not involved listening.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So the thing is, see, the mom don't know what's really going on. That's why I don't believe in putting everybody in your conversation. She doesn't. She in the damn dodo bird land. Okay, let's keep it real. She truly is. Bethany, see, this is why I don't believe in telling people stuff, because you really need both of them there so you can hear both of these people's sides. Okay, you cannot hear just one person's side and then try to tell people what to do if you're trying to help them. You need to hear Larry's side, hear her side, and then you should be telling them what you think is right or wrong. All right. Since we do know both sides, and I'm going to be fair, I don't think it's mostly Bethany's fault. I think it's mostly Larry's fault. Because for one thing, he is the man, those are his exes. They are not Bethany's exes, okay? Before those women came, as soon as he knew they were coming, he should have set boundaries. He should have also discussed with his wife how he expects her to act as well as the head of the household. But under no circumstances should he have ever let them come there and disrespect his home or his wife. Okay, just like they should have never been discussing marital business with those kids present. Okay, or talking about Shara, Lynette, or each other or anything in front of those kids. Period. It's just certain things you don't do. And under no circumstances, let me say this again, Larry should have let these two women bicker at that house like they did. And certainly he should have never allowed Lynette to strike his wife. Just like he should not be discussing his marriage with his exes. Okay? You don't let your exes come into your house and act like it's their house because y'all have grown kids together. Even if you had little kids, this is a no-no. Your exes don't come into your house and run anything. So overall, this entire foolishness started with Larry allowing his exes to come in there and do the most, thus making his wife feel insecure and rejected. Because know this, he wasn't acting like this a year ago. Just like Brooke wasn't acting like this a year ago. So clearly the problem are the exes. Now, you guys say she racist, but yet I ask you guys to tell me why you think she's racist, and the only thing that you can come up with is she calls somebody nappy head, skinny legs, and some other foolishness, like y'all are in grade school. Okay, if you're gonna run around here and be offended by every little thing somebody of a different race does, you're gonna find yourself in trouble in the real world. Okay, I even had to be told this when the dude told me to run, Nigger, run. Okay, my daughter told me exactly what I'm saying. So when we are grown, we need to act that way all the time. And I know sometimes people will make you mad saying stuff, but we don't need to be going berserk because they do it. Because if somebody truly is racist and you start going off, you start hitting them first, you know what the first thing they're going to do? They're going to call those police. So you can get your ass inside that jail cell and really be around racist people. And you ain't going to be able to really do nothing, tell your lawyer, and possibly file charges, but that's not going to stop them from calling you names. So out here in the real world, some things we definitely need to not even pay attention to. And if we do choose to pay attention to it, we don't need to be hitting people first. I say don't even get into the confrontation because sometimes people take our GUs and start, you know what? So we just got to learn how to have a thicker skin. And she should have called her white that, okay? Because like I just said the other day, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first time whoever heard this. Who did she call that to anyway? That's not the first time that person heard that. And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard white people or somebody call you or call somebody else, you know, black trash. And even if they did, the thing is, when we're talking about her now, if she said this, all that person had to say back to her is clearly, you must be white. Because if you weren't, you would be sitting out here, standing out here, bickering back and forth with me, acting like the trashy ass person you are. So don't call me black trash when you looking at yourself. When if you look at yourself in the mirror, you would see a prime example of a white woman that ain't shit but trash. That's all she had to say. Okay? You don't have to get all crazy and want to hit somebody, want to SHOT someone and do the most. If you feel like you need to say something that hurts them. Shara, please. Shara be saying all types of stuff. Okay? And like I said, all Shara had to do is call her white trash. That's it. Case closed. Shara picks, okay, when she comes there and say all types of stuff. Call her Karen, call her Bertha, please. Okay? It's like you don't want somebody saying this. Nobody wants to be fat shamed. Okay? Nobody wants to be called Karen. A Karen is a racist white woman. Okay? So if you don't want someone doing something to you, don't you screw it out there either. Okay? And if they do screw something out there and you didn't make them do it, you didn't provoke them to do it, then if you need to, say something back to them. But in my opinion, you can't call nobody trash when you're acting like trash too. And that's what I would have told her. I would have told her, look at the mirror. Look at herself in the mirror. Because just like I've been in jail, you was in jail too. Period. That's what I would have told her. But y'all got to stop letting these little bitty words make y'all get in trouble. Because when you get in jail, they call you that, you ain't gonna be doing crap. And like y'all know I stepped out. Shit. And like I said, Shara is not innocent, okay, at all. Stop taking up for Shara like she's innocent. Because Shara sits around and calls names too and say stuff that could be taken as racist. So none of these ex-women are innocent, okay? Y'all stop acting like they are because they're not. Yeah, nail. Oh, hold on. I got to fix my nail real quick. Let me get my thing because I made a mistake and kind of broke my nail. So none of them are innocent. And the thing about it, I break my nail. Yeah, I got to shave that off. And the thing about it is, these are all grown women. All grown women. And they be bickering like this. And also, too, these women don't have to be around Bethany if they don't like her. Okay? And you can't use the kids as an excuse because they're not little bitty kids. You don't have to go inside Bethany's house to get Brooke. And Bethany does not have to go inside of Shara's house. And she damn sure don't got to be dealing with Lynette. And Lynette damn sure don't have to deal with her. So it's easy to solve the problems with the exes if only Larry stopped allowing stuff and stopped doing things himself. Y'all talking about Larry need to get a divorce. No, I think Bethany needs to get one because this dude is a piece of shit. Any dude who's trying to get back with his exes and have ex, not just one but both, is a piece of shit. Any dude who lies to his wife about helping his ex is a piece of shit. Any dude who goes around and co-sign for his ex and keeps it a secret from his wife is a piece of shit. Any dude who lies to his wife about where he's going and any emergency could happen, and then he gets there and he's trying to get ex from his ex is a piece of shit. Any dude who just lies like Larry does and try to act like he don't be lying is a piece of shit. Any dude who tries to place all blame on this woman and not accept anything that he does is definitely a piece of shit. Okay, so in my opinion, Bethany needs to get rid of this piece of shit before it makes her be even more of a piece of shit than she already is at times when she do certain things. Point blank. She don't have to. You don't have to say. Let me tell you something, Letitia. You don't have to say white trash, okay, to be taken as a racist. Okay, just saying Karen is a racist term that indicates that this person is one of them types of white women that think they are entitled. If you are not actually a Karen, people take offense to that, okay? And when people use that, they use that term because they want you to be offended. That's why they call you Karen, okay? So she don't have to go out and say white Karen and all that stuff for it to indicate that she's being racist. If you don't want someone saying stuff to you, don't say stuff to them. Point blank. Otherwise, it's a two-way street. You can call people Big Bertha and you don't want to be called no names. You can call somebody Karen. You don't want to be called no names. Please miss me with that. Because if you call me a name, I'm calling your name back. Period. And furthermore, if she was so sick of Bethany saying stuff, stay out of Bethany's house. Period. And stay outside. Why are you even talking to this woman? Just like she need to stay out of Shara's house and stay outside. And Lynette damn show should stay out of that house and stay her ass outside too, because there's no reason why any of these exes should be in that house. Point blank. No reason. But thank you so much for being here, Letitia. All right. All right. So let's see what else we got because I'm getting ready to go. Like always. Like always. Here go this nigga. Get ready to bug me. Hold on, y'all. I know y'all just heard what I just said. I'll contact him back later. And y'all, he's not even black either. That's what I'm talking about. Out here in Cali, we just call everybody that. I'm going to just be perfectly honest. I mean, this is so funny. I don't do it out in public, but they do. Okay? So now, Bethany, let's look at this skit. This will be the last one. Thanks to everybody, the Bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay over here in the chat. Thanks to Letitia. You said good conversation between parents and child just go to show you, even though you're an adult, sometimes you need your parents. That's right. You said the marriage is over. The dad is right. If one thing ends the marriage, then it was over anyways. That's right. Bethany's mom and father could not understand why he had to go to Montana when he could have handled it from Georgia. At least cash after son. That's right. And we read this already. Okay. Oh, you said the thing about it, no one would sign divorce papers without consulting an attorney, especially people who got all this money. That's right. That's right. I agree with y'all. Okay. You said, and if he, okay, we already know that one. So you're right about that too. So thanks to Margaret, Sharon, Black and Roni, Michelle, Money Law, Jermaine, everybody in the Bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. You guys don't forget the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, share, leave a comment. All right. If you want to show additional support, you can do a super sticker, super chat, cash donation at $Shades2 or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to watch this last skit. Y'all make sure y'all check out my latest Dollar Tree walkthrough that I'm going to put up later on today. And check out my YouTube short. I did a little Dollar Tree, showed you guys the craft section of Dollar Tree. And check out my latest daily news reaction. I talked about, I forgot what I talked about. Oh, Tiger Woods yesterday. I talked about him yesterday. And then my latest Night Owl Live. I don't remember what I talked about, but it was I did it the day before yesterday. So check that out too in my other Country Wayne reaction skits. And if you want to just watch nothing but shopping hauls, check me out on Shay's Tube Shopping Haul channel. All right, and subscribe to the channel. Again, thank you guys. Have a blessed day, and I will be back later on tonight. So the last skit for the day for right now is Bethany blames her dad for Lynette getting locked up. Okay, let's go over here and do this. I had to make sure I didn't have it up there because I have to go in here and get ready to get out of here. Let me put that up there real quick. And thanks for the combo, y'all. Remember, you don't have to agree with Shay. I don't be mad. I have a job to do up here, and I'm doing it, okay? Y'all can think however y'all asses want to. So let's go ahead and watch this real quick. Don't forget the thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up. Broke my damn nail. Bethany blames. I don't know why this goes out like this. I have to do the whole thing over again. She better stall all of this whining about this. Your dad was trying to help you, girl. Stop tripping. You care about that man so much that you don't even see that your dad is doing the right thing. Goodness. He don't care about you. He does not care about you, because if he cared about you, he would have never let Lynette fight you. That's weird. So insecure. So, I don't know, just weird.
Because he and me not being together, I can't survive that.
But if you and he can't talk about things, then it's over. And this is one of those things, this is, it's not always a smooth road.
I know that. I know that. There's always going to be hills and valleys. I get that. That's that, counselor BS stuff. I get it. I know.
It's not
Please.
BS.
I know. I get it. But there's so much that has happened. And this is just the icing on the cake that he needs to just write it off and to write me off. And I can't.
Soldier, she cares more about that man than she does herself. That's why she makes me mad. Everything centers around him. Everything. Goodness. Like he is not accountable for his damn actions.
I don't know how much more I can take.
You're hanging by a thread on your marriage. If this is all it's going to take to end your marriage.
Well, Dad,
you two are just not communicating.
Did this to me in my marriage.
I didn't do anything to you. I did what we told you we were going to do when we were there at the office. And you were non-committal. In fact, you tacitly agreed to it.
No, I didn't know that you were really going to follow through. And you knew I was on the fence of whether or not I wanted to do it.
And that's why we said something to you. We were both together with you. At that point, you should have said, no, I don't want to do anything. I absolutely don't. But instead, I'm thinking about it. I'm going back and forth, back and forth.
It could literally break it apart. And I don't know if I can ever forgive you if this breaks my marriage.
Don't stop, Bethany.
Like when you were 5 years
old. If you don't stop, Bethany, I'm going to jump through the screen myself, girl. The hell are you talking about?
Anything that your mother and I did was always, I hate you, I'm leaving, I'm packing up my stuff and
that's
going.
Because I was a kid. That was because I was a teenager, hormonal, whatever it was. I'm an adult in a marriage with the one that I'm supposed to be with for the rest of my life. I love Larry.
I understand, but you're going to shy away from everything. This isn't one event that's affected your marriage.
I know, and I'm guilty for a lot of the stuff that's happened. But the problem is, Dad, you doing this and then me trying to stop it and not being able to. This is really bad.
Well, you can't live your life for other people. I know you want to save that relationship with Larry, but if all it takes is to dismiss this and your marriage is fine, well, that would be one thing, but that's not going to happen. Whether you go through with it or not, It's not going to happen.
Well, I got to figure out something because my marriage has to be saved and stop this again at all.
No, not since I'm talking to you.
Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. My marriage is on the brink of just tatters right now. And you calling and doing this, and it feels like it was behind my back.
It was not behind you. We told you we were going to do this. We were defending you. This woman had to pay legally for what she did to you.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was actually going to do it. That's the thing. Dad said stuff like that before.
You were not that emphatic. It was like you were on both sides of the fence there.
Well,
and
yeah,
so I did what got you out of the middle road. And so I did what I thought was best
Dad,
and what needs to be done.
I get that you and Mom are trying to be good parents, and you have been. For the most part, we've been pretty good for the last few months, okay? And I know that you're trying to be a good dad by doing this, seeing what happened to me and everything. But I don't think you understand how bad my marriage is right now. My relationship it's in tatters. And you doing this because he and me not being together, I can't survive that.
But if you and he can't talk about things, then it's over. And this is one of those things, this is, it's not always a smooth road.
I know that. I know that. There's always going to be hills and valleys. I get that. That's that, counselor BS stuff. I get it. I know.
It's not
Please.
BS.
I know. I get it. But there's so much that has happened. And this is just the icing on the cake that he needs to just write it off and to write me off. And I can't. I don't know how much more I can take.
You're hanging by a thread on your marriage. And if this is all it's going to take to end your marriage.
Well, Dad,
you
but
two
you're
are
the
just
one
not
that did
communicating.
this to me in my marriage.
I didn't
Okay.
do anything.
So again, now, like I said, Bethany is doing too much. Okay, her parents did what was best, point blank, and for her to be sitting her big butt up here tripping out is ridiculous. All right, yes, not even no yes. Okay, they did what they needed to do because I don't know any parent that would sit there and just do nothing when they know that their daughter got her ass whooped by her husband's ex-girlfriend. I don't know what Bethany wants. Okay. Like I said before, she is so in love with Larry that she doesn't see what Larry is actually doing. Okay. You know what? We keep on saying we can't wait until she finds out about the what's name. She ain't gonna do shit. She gonna still keep him because she is so in love with this dude that she's gonna compromise what she really is about and what she really wants. And she wants this dude just that bad, which is crazy. If y'all can hear me. That's why she's getting mad at her parents. That's why she's telling her dad the stuff that she's saying. Good and damn well that's the right thing they did. And for her to be doing all this crying and tripping out and shit is plain and ridiculous. She should have been doing that in front of Larry when the woman beat her up and let him know that she did not like that and she did not deserve that. But no, she want to sit up here and act like she deserved to get her ass whooped. That's crazy to me. But I tell y'all what, I'm going to talk about this some more when I come back. I got to go. And so thank y'all again for being here. And I will show the skit again later on tonight. And I'll finish talking about it again. Because when I start rushing, I'm bound to say anything. All right. So we'll scrap what I just said and we'll just resume this later on. You guys have a blessed day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Okay. Peace out. And thanks to everybody for being here too. Let me get out of here before I make this girl late. Let's go ahead. Thank you, y'all. This damn thing.
Yeah. Right. Sheila the Shay Sue. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little spec. She spot the shade, the smirks the face. Catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone. Like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Country Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline. Talking over clips like it's game time, characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day
ride. She stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skips by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Country Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe. She the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Country Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
All right, y'all. See y'all later. And thank you so much. Peace out, y'all. Thanks.